Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pokemon Replay channel, and today I'm going to be showing you a very cool replay of me versus playing a super well-known player on Smogon. His name's McMeghan. He has a Smogon Classic Trophy and a Smogon Tour Trophy. He made Smogon Tour playoffs last year. I think he has made Grand Slam playoffs. He has made, I think he won 3 cups in the first variation, no, not cups, but opens in the first variation of Grand Slam. And I was very excited to play him. And I'm even in sketching, I'm told him I was a big fan of him, and I do like watching his content on YouTube. I think it's really informative, and I try to emulate some of his creativity in the builder and just in general in like prep. Because I think his teams are really cool. I really respect him as a player. He's one of the best all-time Smogon players. And he's fantastic, and he got he lost finals versus ABR due to a Leaf Storm miss, I think, in game 3. But he's a fantastic player, and even in Gen 7, he is pretty decent himself. I mean, he has definitely much more Smogon Tour points than I do. But before I get into this game, I want to go straight into the builder. Let me just hop over to the builder. Hold on. Just gonna flip the switch. There we go. Sorry about that. But here we go. So looking at, I'm gonna talk about the prep first, because I usually don't talk about prep ever. I kind of just play my tour games. Like in seasonal, I kind of just played with what I liked, and it got me to like really far. But I'll cover seasonal replays another time. But I really liked. First of all, I saw a lot of balanced bulky offense being used. I saw a lot of Dragonium Garchomp and what's it called? Mega Moil. So I was like, okay, Blue Tran would be really nice against him because Tran deals with the Mega Moil, and Tapu Bulu just walls Outrage or EQ Garchomp because that has been rising in popularity usage in Sun and Moon. Landorus is nice because it's Scarf. I was actually gonna think about bringing Scarf Rotom instead of Scarf Lando, but I was like, I think Scarf Lando is a little bit better here, because it just seemed better. I added enough EVs on this Lando, so one thing about this Lando spread is there's enough EVs so it can outspeed a Volcarona at +1. Because I saw him use Volcarona in one of the previous replays, so I just want to prepare for that. Rotom is a pain split because I know if he gets something bulking, maybe like a Tangrowth could just pain split. He like maybe I can eat one if I'm full, and just pain split back some help and Volt Switch out, or if something's a little bit bulkier, maybe he's like switches in Megalodi on a Rotom, I could just either Volt Switch or just pain split out, and that means I could just get a Tyranitar, and but you're gonna see that Scarf Lando. Wait, excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But yeah, Blue Tran looked really good against him for the Moil and the what's it called? So I noticed he brought in his Smogon Tour playoffs. He brought some sand as well. So I was like, okay, Rotom Wash is nice because he shouldn't run Mold Breaker. Oh, with sand that makes no sense. But Mega Medicham also breaks through a lot of cores, like a double regen course if you're not running a Baneful Bunker. And if he's running like Tangrowth gets 2 KO'd by High Jump Kick. Toxapex is gonna die from Zen Headbutt depending on rolls. But yeah, and Tyranitar is good for trapping. I didn't want to play against a Reuniclus, or he brought Megalodius balance with a Gliscor the game prior. The day prior to this, CPL 4 day 2. So I was thinking like, okay, maybe, so Medicham looks great versus him, but like how I'm gonna cover what's it called? Because he could stay in with Megalodius on if they're not T-Wave, with Mega Medicham to 1v1 it, or if they're not like Psychic, because not it like most Megalodiuses don't run too much special attack investment. That's more of a Megalodios type of thing. But I just stay and click Ice Punch if he's gonna have like T-Bolt or something, and just stay and click Ice Punch on Gliscor as well. It looked nice, but versus Clefable, I could just go into the Tran And if you switch, and technically with the Fire MZ set, after rocks, it's a roll to kill glyph score, I think, with Fire MZ. So that's why I have Fire MZ here. But if he also goes for Earth Power, if he goes into Tran or if he has a Tran, I could just go for Earth Power, and just switch out into Rotom as one option. So yeah, so I want to have some options, and I also go with Tyranitar to Pursue Trap it, so I could makes it easier for a Heatran to click Z Magma Storm on Gliscor if the thing dies. But yeah, that's the team pretty much. Medicham breaks through offense. T-Type break traps what Medicham can't beat, such as what's it called? Megalades. Heatran beats Clefable. Bulu's just a nice overall sponge. I was really weak to Ash Greninja, as you could see. Protein Gren kind of messes up my team, but I don't think he was I didn't see too much Protein Gren, I think, so I was like, this is fine. Has had this Bulu. Then Rotom Wash is also fine here, because I needed a another, what's it called, something to check Sandrush Excadrill. And that isn't like Landorus, because Landorus could die after its chip. It's gonna take an Iron Head. Like it could switch out into something else, and like a Tangrowth, because most well, not most, but some sand teams have Tangrowth, and it could just like U-turn out. Like if I click Earthquake on a Tangrowth, like that's not good. Like from an Excadrill switching into a Tangrowth, that would not be really good. But yeah, this is a team. No chill. These three breakthrough offense. These three sponge the rest of the hits, and this can pivot into the breakers. This nice Volturn Core could fit into the breakers. Tapu Bulu just nice sponge versus special attackers like Megazam, Tapu Lele. So yeah. So anyways, so I'm gonna get back to the replay, and let me just switch. There we go. But here we go. So this is the team he actually brought, and I've actually seen this team before, so I kind of had an advantage in knowing that, because I built my own team for this game. So this is a completely new team. Maybe it's not, because someone might have built a similar variation before, but that's just what I went with. So and this matchup actually looks pretty good for me. I just know once the Kartana's down, it's going to be so much easier for my Tapu Bulu to just come in my Heatran as well, because Kartana is the biggest threat to his team, to my team, and so is that Medicham. Like, if he's Ice Punch Medi, it looks like do a lot of damage. And I was thinking about the lead. He was thinking about it for a while too, and I was thinking Scarfland is my play. And I thought in my head, okay, so usually this Pokemon, the Volturn Core with the Scarf Kartana. I was thinking it might have been Scarf or Banded, but I think I remember on a team it was actually offensive Magearna and Calm Rotom to deal with Ash Greninja. And you're actually going to see that my thing is right. And I wanted to make plays that covered both options, so I was thinking like there's no way he's going to lead Rotom. I think he's going to lead off with Landorus / Medicham, because Medicham's a big threat to my team, and Landorus just got up rocks. And so we're actually going to see that I could lead off Landorus here. And I'm a little bit less defense invested. I put some into speed for the, like I said, the +1 Volcarona. So yeah. We see a flinch, do 20%, and now he goes into Kartana. Okay, this is a very pivotal turn. He, instead of going into Landorus, he didn't want to go Landorus there because it lets in my Medicham. And Medicham switch-ins don't really exist for him either. So it's going to be like a back and forth offensive exchange. So I'm going to go Tran here, and I'm going to bait in the Sacred Sword, because, I mean, like, I don't want to take... This Tran's still good. This Tran is fantastic against the team. It could check Kartana if he's locked in, because I was thinking, okay, I was trying to look for this team in one of my pastes I had, because I feel like I know I've seen this team before. And I was trying to recall. I wanted to double check if it was what's it called, offensive mag or if it was AV, but I was guessing it was AV at the moment, because it just really because I knew in the back of my head it was offensive, but to me, I've seen this course so many times, and it just clicks with me. I just think it's what's it called, the defensive Lando, the defensive Rotom with the AV mag. I'm just so used to that. mindset, so I had to get beyond that. But you're gonna see going to landers here on the Sacred Sword. He crits me, that sucks. Because this thing could usually check with Medicham. Now it only has one more fake out switching. Also, Rock's gonna be pretty annoying. Alright, so I was gonna go landers here, because but looking at the damage, I actually calced it, and he's banded. So I'm like, yes, this is great for me. Scarf, like, but kind of not. I'm just glad he wasn't Z move, because if he was Z move, like that, it could just tear through my entire team, and I have nothing to like kill him back that's faster, which is kind of like a problem. Yeah, because like since he's actually banded and crit. If he wasn't banded and crit there, I think a little bit it would have been if he was Z move. I think he won the game. But he didn't bring Z move, so like I guess it didn't matter to as much as it should. But now this lets me pivot in my Medicham on a U-turn. So he's gonna go Tapu Lele here, and I really like to analyze players how they are playing. And what he was saying is right now that, oh yeah, I'm Scarf Tapu Lele, you should switch out, and like, you know, I'm gonna get a hit off, or I'm gonna switch back to Landers. And I wanted to a play that covered both, so there's no reason to predict like if Landers is coming back in. I need this Medicham pretty badly to defeat the Rotom, the McMeghan, and even his own Landers. But since he was 9% on the Landers too, I knew it was offensive. I was thinking maybe this one's the Z move, because he's Banded Cart, he's Scarf Lele, he's Mega Medicham. He's either Z Rotom or Z one of these free pokes now, because now I know that the way he's playing is based off of Scarf Lele and Banded Cart based off Calcs, and the Lele is just mainly how he's playing. So Bulu's covers both plays here. I wanted to scout for the Z Fly here, because I'm like, Bulu is so nice in his matchup. Since he's Scarf Lele, he can't really do too much to my Bulu unless it's like chipped down. Medi can also hit Bulu for a 2 KO, but I could just gain back recovery with Horn Leech. And I always have Tran in the back, which can deal with Girna, so that's no problem whatsoever. And rocks do go up and boom goes out, so I'm thinking like, okay, this is fine. Like he could just go for like, I just go for Hydro Pump if he decides to Sword Stance or something. Really nothing to I was even if he like predicted what's it called, if you wanted to go hard Lele, I just wanted to cover that too, so I went for Hydro Pump. No reason to go in the hard card because Kartana is threatening. But here we go. He goes into Kartana, he knocks off. Okay, this is another very interesting play. And turn, because that I realized Rotom doesn't do anything versus his team really. It just gets outsped and it's gonna die. Even versus his own Rotom, like I'm gonna lose to it because I'm leftovers. I'm not gonna get the pain split off, so it doesn't matter. He knocks off there. But that U-turn chip from the Landers on the other turn, on turn 2, is gonna let me put the Kartana into Banded Pursuit range, and actually pursuit the Kartana, and it's gonna die because its HP stat is so low, and Banded T-Tar is so strong, and Banded T-Tar is not really something seen in Sun and Moon. It's usually AV or Megatar. So this is a nice little tech that worked out in my end. And now one of the biggest threats to my team is gone, so I'm very happy about that. And I realized that T-Tar did his job. It doesn't really need to come in on like a Lele. I have a Tapu Bulu that could deal with these free Pokemon. I have a Heatran that could deal with 2 of these Pokemon, and Medicham could also just come in if I play my cards right. So there's no reason to keep it. Medicham Mega comes in. I'm just gonna high jump kick on the off chance. No, he's gonna high jump kick. I just look Pursuit as I don't really need T-Tar, and if he's on the off chance, he just goes for Ice Puncher or what's it called, Zen. Predicting, but there's no reason to predict like here. So I just like T-Tar off because I wanted the free switch in the Bulu as well, so I could just recover back some HP. Even if he goes McMeghan, I could just click a Horn Leech and just switch out into my Heatran. So it's not really too much of a big deal. Bulu does come in, and he goes for a Zen flinch here, and he gets it. So that really sucked because I would have gained back. This one around like 60. I gained back. I think it's like 25 to. I think it's 33% or a quarter. So I would have been at around like 50. Because you have 25 out of 60. I guess I would have been around 50 after, and then I could just protect again, click Horn Leech again. So Bulu would 1v1 this Medicham. I was surprised because Ice Punch does more, I think, and he should. So he's saying that I don't have Ice Punch, pretty much, because he's going for Zens. Because if he just like, then I know he's like Bullet Punch. Because he would have Ice Punched there, because there's no reason to double Zen. And now I sack Lendo because I'm like, I don't need this guy anymore. It's chipped. He could just fake out me. I'm flying, even if he's in terrain, like I'm gonna die still. So, but this -1 lets me get in my own Medicham. So I'm like, okay, I have to go for Zen here, not go for fake out. Because I go for fake out on a hard type of Lele switching, I will lose. And I'll have to make like some type of double switch. But I just wanted this Medicham gone, and he just stays in, and goes to Zen headbutt me. But I get the miss, so it was kind of like equal hacks this game. Like there's games where like one side gets more luckier than the other, but this is like equal hacks. He crit my Lando earlier, he flinched my Bulu, but I Zen here, I get a low rope and he misses, so there's that. He's gonna bullet punch here, so this is fine. Like, yeah, I was either expecting him to be T-punch or bullet punch because he's a nice punch to Bulu, so that's fine. Now I just have to figure out how to beat his remaining free Pokemon. This game is really short, by the way. And Lele comes in. Heatran comes out. So he goes for Side Shock, which is 29%, guaranteed Scarf damage. And I'm like, okay, he's definitely switching Rotom Wash here. There's no reason he should not switch into Rotom Wash. Like, what I was thinking was that that once the Rotom Wash is gone, my Tran could clean up. Because I outspeed, max speed Magirna. Lele is not going to KO me. If anything, I mean, like Scarf Focus Blast or Scarf HP Gun, yeah, but it's not really too much of a big deal in my head. Then I like call a double switch, and I switched to Mega Medicham here. Yeah, this is the play of the game, because I knew I was in the back from the flinch, and what's it called? I knew I could win this now, because now this Mega Medicham is in. Now I'm just free to click Zen Headbutt, and I was actually calcing, because if he was physically defensive Rotom Wash, I think. Well, I know I was remembering in the back of my head, like I was thinking, what if he's Scarf? Well, he's Scarf Lele, but what if he's Shift Gear Magirna? Like that thought was always in the back of my head because I remember the team. But no, I just wasn't sure. So, what I actually went for was Zen Headbutt here over High Jump Kick, and the reasoning was that if I go for Zen on the Rotom Wash, it's less likely to put him in Aya Papa Berry range, so I could just clean up with Heatran. And he's gotta rely on hitting a blast, or like a crit Side Shock or something. And I just have to hit 2 Magma Storms. So that was what I was thinking. And like, so Tran outspeeds with Magma Storm with the Rotom, because Rotoms shouldn't run too much speed unless he was like running fast run with Z move. But you're actually gonna see it's gonna die right here to a Zen Headbutt. And yeah, that's great for me. And I know he's just gonna go into wait. I was actually surprised here because I think going Lele was the better play. Maybe he thought he lived and was going for a Shift Gear. Because I thought this was AV, he would live. I just click Fire EMZ, something dies, and then then Bulu would have cleaned up by clicking Protect and just totally Lele. That was the game plan. So because I know what's it called, Magirna does not die from full on like if it's Assault Vest unless it's running no offensive moves. Like if it's not Shift Gear Calm Mind or Shift Gear Z move, he's not gonna die. Like if he's HP invested, but actually he just dies there to High Jump Kick. So that's gonna be the game. Because I'm like, okay, I don't need this Medicham. Like, looking back, this could have been a poor play. Maybe I should have just went Bulu. And went for it. Nah, actually, that would have been a bad play. What am I saying? So, I don't even think crit kills here. Yeah, 23%. I go for a Z move now on side shock, and boom, Lele out of the game. And I win versus McMeghan for CPL day 3 with my own team. I have a really tense game. I had the manager on hacks, which sucked. But like I said, even if he's got to be like, if he was Z Focus Blast Magirna, I think he had a chance to win. Like Z Shift Gear. No, Z Titanium Z on, so he could like defeat my Tran. But yeah, like if he wasn't, then it looked pretty much over. So, and I think he was calm road him because he was not running AV on Magirna, and like as you can see, this team does not struggle. Well, his team struggles around Ashgra Ninja. If you look at it, because Ashgra Ninja just comes in and clicks Hydro every single time, because most people think it's just going to be defensive. Fizz Def rode him. And so there we go. It just died to a Zen Headbutt, so he's running Calm Nature, I think. So, or he could have run NZ. So either one would have KO'd. So then I was surprised at Magirna killing, to be honest. I thought he was AV. But like I said, I seen people use this team before, so I kind of had an advantage. Oh my, what is this? Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, so I'm gonna cover some more tournament replays that I've had, like some good ones to upload. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll try to upload one every single day, because I made third in seasonals, SM seasonals. I won another tour in Discord. I do have some replays for that, and I got a finals in a Smogon tour. Like Discord tour sort of. It was more like low-key. It's like Smogon tour playoffs style, but I made finals of that. It was like 64-man tour, or 32, something like that. I made finals. I was the winner bracket, then I lost, which sucked, because I cannot play Sword and Shield for my life. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this replay. I'm gonna actually link McMeghan's channel to anyone watching who's not previously subscribed. He's a fantastic player, and I really enjoy his videos, like watching his insight, and it's just really interesting to see how high level tournament players like BKC, McMeghan think and build in the team tour, and like when they review their SPL teams or like World Cup games or anything really. So this is like a great channel. I feel like not too many people know about that. He actually has a YouTube channel. But yeah, GG's to McMeghan, a really fantastic opponent. I really got put on the wires this game. But yeah, I had to make that double to win. So overall, great game. I really enjoyed this game, and I'll see you guys next time.